Hey people, you know who this is. Kente Bates, Halcyon Fitness Group, doing another video. Today, we're talking about what is the total self? Yes, what is the total self, part 2. Now, if you recall in the last video, what we were talking about with the total self was basically foundational. It was talking about the basic elements of the philosophy of the total self. One that I have come up with and curated and grown since, I'd say, about 2016, 2017 or so. And, you got to take it to the next level. Okay, now we established that the total self was the mind, the will, the intellect, and how that mental connection will create the world in which you will live, at least what is called the inner universe. Now we're going to take you to the body. The total self, the body, what we're here for, hence the Halcyon Fitness Group. The body human. 215 bones, 600 muscles, nerves, nerve endings, all these things. So what are we talking about when we talk about the body as in regards to the total self? We're talking about the blank canvas, the unused, fresh slab of mold, kind of like Play-Doh, which you can create, which you can shape and mold and build. The body is the main component in which, the body is the main component in which that the philosophy of the total self is affected upon. Because of the mind-body link, we can create, we can build, we can trim down or bulk up, we can supersize ourselves, or take it to the other extreme, become detrained, get out of shape, become morbidly obese. It's all up to the individual. But using the total self as a guide, you can create the life you want. You can create the circumstances to succeed in what you want. And you can use that to create the body and the looks you want. Because it's quite simple. Uh-oh. Not just the cat on the cat tree, so. I guess I woke the cat up with this, but okay, moving on. The body would be the canvas, the mold that is used. The mind is the action potential. The body is what's affected upon. With that mind-body link and the stuff coming together like this, anything's possible. Now, with that being said, don't you think that there's credible yet astounding evidence of how the total self can change your life? Okay, moving on. The total self as far as the body goes. 1, using science, using the power of our minds, using all of those things. You're going to have to, 1, get to know how the body works. 2, get to know how your body works. 3, make up your mind to do the thing. 4, stick it out. It's going to be rough. It's going to not be fun. And so much of this revolves around diet and exercise. Now, those 2 things, it separates the winners from the losers. This concept of diet and exercise really boils down to this. You're not eating for taste. You're not eating for gustation or satisfaction. You are eating for results. You're eating for results. You're eating to get to where you want to be body-wise. It's bulking up, losing weight, cutting, whatever. The total self can get you there. Realizing your total self instead of just being out there, just, pushing weight, running, and all of that stuff. The total self can be achieved, can be realized when you open your mind to these concepts. Now, as I said, I've come up with this concept in 2016, 2017. So we're building the plane as we fly it. People, our minds and our bodies are wonderful creations. Our bodies and our minds, when acted upon, we can achieve anything. Now, science says that we only activate and engage less than 10% of our brains throughout our daily lives and throughout our lifetimes. Now, with that mind-body link, we have no excuse for not creating the things that we want. That's one thing that I have said ad nauseum on this channel, that you can create, that you can build. You are the source. You are the centerpiece of your life. You can be, think, and do, and have whatever you want. The total self definitely feeds off of that. It's downstream from this. Because you can create your body. You can create your life. You can have the things that you say. You can do the things you want to do. And you can be what you want to be. Have the courage. Have the unmitigated courage to go after those things that you want. Have the unmitigated audacity. The unmitigated audacity to tell the world in whichever way you want to tell it. Excuse me. Tell the world, this is me. This is how I'm going to do This is how I'm going to live my life. This is how I'm going to conduct myself. This is how I'm going to dress. This is how I'm going to spend my money. This is how I'm going to eat. This is how I'm going to walk, talk, act. If you got a problem with it, then you're just going to have a problem with it. Don't you ever allow this world to dictate to you how you are going to spend your life, how you're going to spend your time and your dime, how you're going to conduct yourself, or anything for that matter. You tell the world what you want and what you're going to do. You don't let the world do that to you. That's another part of the total self. Courage. The courage to stand in your convictions for the things that you believe in. Now, obviously, you don't have to be religious to have staunch beliefs. You don't have to be religious or political, mind you, to be a zealot. Be a zealot for yourself. Besides, if more of us were zealots for ourselves and were able to go after the things that we wanted to, and if enough of us do that, don't you think the world would be a better place? And in closing, the total self can get you to anywhere you want to be by realizing your total self. You can make magic. You can do all of the things that are great, that are lovely, that are worthwhile. Now, if you are needing some one-on-one coaching, whether it's personal training, strength and conditioning, life coaching, or nutritional coaching, book a session. Also, I want to hear your stories about your life. Talk about it in the comment section. I want to thank you all for listening. Talk to you later.